Hello again! A couple of days ago I went and I saw the film Victor Frankenstein, and I decided to do a review on it. To be honest, I only went and I saw it because I knew Daniel Radcliffe was going to be in it, and I have been a big fan of his since the first Harry Potter, basically. And so I'm like, he's gonna be on the big screen again, I have to go see this. My expectations for this film weren't through the roof. Because Frankenstein's monster has been featured in so many films, from the 1910 Frankenstein movie to the Universal Hollywood classic of 1931, to I Was a Teenage Frankenstein in the 50s, to I, Frankenstein more recently, and the list goes on and on. But I was pleasantly surprised. The narrative itself was pretty good. There were a few points where I got worried, like, is this just going to be another romantic movie or like some kind of a revenge story? There was another point where I thought it was going to end earlier than it actually ended up ending, but if they had ended it at the point where I felt like they were going to end it, I was sort of getting angry in my seat in the theater, because I'm like, if you end it here, and if there's going to be like a second movie before we get like any kind of conclusive ending, it would have sucked if they ended it there. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, so I'm not going to be very specific or super descriptive, because I want you guys to go see this for yourself. But it continued on, and I was very pleased that they did that. This movie carries itself very well from beginning to end. There's suspense, there's not too terribly much gore. There are parts that kind of make you like, oh, that's gross. There are serious moments, there are comedic moments. There is love, but they use a very tasteful ellipses in it, so it's not like ooey gooey love scene. All around, it made me feel many different things throughout the story, and I liked it. I never got bored, I never felt like it was sagging. Overall, the story is very good. Costuming and color choices were pretty good as well. It's an era of clothing that I am very fond of. I was very happy to see that they did give a rather unique take to the original Frankenstein stories and the use of Frankenstein's monster, because it's not a backstory per se for Igor, but it does include more of Igor and who he is than other renditions of Frankenstein have done thus far. Throughout the film, I love the gadgets and inventions that they come up with. The way that they bring Frankenstein's monster to life is really cool, and they include elements in it that I haven't seen in other Frankenstein-related films. Granted, I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a fair number of them. The camera work does get creative at points. There's this one scene where the two main characters, Dr. Frankenstein and Igor, are getting drunk, and the camera work kind of reflects their drunkenness by like doing this wobbling thing, and I thought that was pretty cool because it kind of made you feel like you might be getting drunk with them, and I thought that was fun. The settings are pretty cool as well. Dr. Frankenstein's house is, I can only take it to be like an abandoned factory or warehouse of some kind, and there's a big window, and there's like one of those old-fashioned moving kind of signs in front of it. There's all this like, for the time, modern, really inventive stuff inside, and then on the outside it looks really old and decrepit. Like there's no life to it, but inside there is life, and there's like a man who wants to bring something that's lifeless to life, so that kind of ties in nicely. And then the castle, it's very abandoned looking. It's similar but not exact to the original kind of castle that you see in Frankenstein movies. And the most interesting element to this film that I feel is their actual process of bringing the creature itself to life. All in all, great film. I highly recommend you go and see this while it's still in theaters, because nothing beats seeing a film on the big screen in a dark theater. Go see it. If you like this movie review, I have another movie review that I did on Crimson Peak a while back. Go check that out. Please feel free to leave comments below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later. Bye!